He's your guy that you picked to win this entire thing. Great raw power for Alabama. Put up some great numbers this year with some big-time sluggers, 4th in the SEC in home runs. And a guy like Greg Dykman pulling for him tonight on Twitter. And Chandler had an opportunity to reach out to his buddy from LSU to get some advice on participating in this home run derby.
The best advice he really had for me was breathe. He said there's going to be a lot of people there and you're going to be tired. So he told me to breathe and just told me to soak it all in.
It's pretty good advice from Greg Dykman, who was in this thing last year. I seem to remember Dykman putting one off the scoreboard. So if Chandler Taylor can do the same, that'd be impressive. He's a draft eligible sophomore, by the way, and still deciding on if he'll return to Alabama for his junior season. 27th round pick of the Minnesota Twins in this year's draft, and he's got 6 days to decide. So Chandler Taylor out of Montgomery, Alabama. Second team all-conference selection. Led Bama in home runs, RBI, runs, walks, stolen bases, total bases, and slugging. Alabama team that finished 19-34 this season welcomed in a brand new head coach, Brad Bohannon. And Bohannon didn't waste time talking smack on Twitter, did he?
No, Coach Bo weighed in early. He said everybody else is playing for second place tonight as we see a ball off the batting cage to right center field. And this is a young man who has a really pronounced load. You'll see a big move with the barrel as he lifts his knee. He's trying to tighten that up in the game, but he said tonight he's letting it fly and he's not worried about mechanics. And look at that one, Tommy Hart.
We got a foul.
Whew, that almost got out of the stadium.
Oh, it's basically a brand new bat Chandler Taylor's using. He said it took the plastic wrap right off this thing. It's only got about 50 swings in it, but they're good ones, and that one almost knocked somebody over on the concourse, and this laser is going to end up across the street. Needs to get into double figures to have a chance, and that one to center field.
Yes, sir.
Indeed, back to back. You find guys kind of getting a rhythm in this thing?
No doubt about it. I think they're especially going last. There's a lot of nerves, but he has found his groove, folks. That one is off the top of the batting cage to right center field.
If that batting cage wasn't there, it would have left the ballpark altogether. Got caught up in the netting.
And Nico, you got some real competition on your hands here, brother.
A 471-foot shot for Chandler Taylor. He's hit 2 of the longest tonight. Wow. Opposite field power. That bat is just a red blur for Chandler Taylor.
Just 100% barrel.
He was recruited by Mitch Gaspard, the former head coach at Alabama, from a couple years ago. And before his very first game, Mitch Gaspard was giving a scouting report on Chandler Taylor. He said, you're going to see some balls leave the yard, and probably one tonight. It was their first game at the brand new ballpark in Tuscaloosa. Second college pitch he saw, hit it out to right field in the right field terrace.
Yeah, I mean, it's world-class power, and that ball might leave the stadium, folks. Put that one on the board. She got
that is ridiculous.
Back in the parking lot, folks.
Who said this park was too big? It is tailor-made for this guy.
Wow. Take your time out, young fella. You've earned it.
Dude, he hit 2 out of the ballpark. This was the furthest one we saw here in the College World Series. It came from a first-round pick, Brendan McKay, a 428-foot home run. It was a no-doubter. Way to the back of the GA seats.
Now, with a BB core, that's a bomb. But with the bat Chandler Taylor's got going here tonight, he airmailed that one for Brendan McKay. And look at him hang back here. This is a young man that knows how to elevate the baseball. And what a show he has put on so far. Still a minute to go, 12 home runs. So he's advanced, but he's trying to catch Nico because the first 2 rounds are cumulative to get into the finals.
Indeed.
Scoreboard.
That might go scoreboard.
Scoreboard.
Whoa! He put it dead in the scoreboard. You got to be kidding me. This is ridiculous. Send Chandler Taylor a bill for the scoreboard at TD Ameritrade. He pixelated that ball.
And that ain't the middle or the bottom, folks. He almost hit it over the scoreboard on that one.
Dude.
Wow. Yes. Yes. Leaving the facility, folks.
This is outrageous.
This is absolutely obscene right now what Chandler Taylor's doing.
Oh, he's making you look good. He was your favorite to win this thing.
Wow.
Even the rain can't slow him down. Got another shot to impress with the Quicken Loans money ball. Dykeman said just breathe and enjoy yourself. I say that was an enjoyable first round.
Still too short of Holsizer, though, so needs this money ball to pull even. What a power display that was. Watch out, kids.
Might bust a kneecap. Chandler Taylor with 17 home runs, including a 476-footer.
Now, this is called light tower power, folks. He's literally hitting it out of the stadium. We didn't know that was in play, but he did it consistently. And this one almost went over the scoreboard, off the top of the scoreboard, blew out a light. And this is special right here from Chandler Taylor. What a round. And he's feeling it. Nico can't believe what he just saw.
None of them can. Yeah, the spray chart shows one at the top of the video board. 429 feet. A few of those towards right center, the back of the bleachers, actually left the entire facility. Impressive. He's with Chris Budden.
Well, Chandler, you said you were going to leave a mark. You did. What kind of knee tonight?
I don't know. Smythe was just throwing it where I wanted it, and I was just trying to put good barrels on it. I knew that we didn't have but so much time, so I was kind of trying to hit them low and still get them out of the yard, but I got into a couple and backspun them up there on the concourse, so get to show off the power for the Tide boys.
Yeah, well, you also might owe a few people some windshields. You might need to get that fixed as well. What was your reaction when you saw it bounce off the scoreboard?
Well, when the fans up there yelled that I hit it out of the stadium, you know, I thought that was a little bit more impressive. But I didn't realize I hit all the way at the top of the scoreboard until after the round when I looked up there where the screen was broken. So I don't know. I just hope I can put on another show in the second round.
Greg Dykeman told you to soak it in, to breathe. You enjoying yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. And he kind of put the pressure on me earlier today, about half hour before we started hitting. He told everybody that he picked me, so kind of put it out on Twitter. So I hope I'm making him proud. Love you, Greggy.
I'll let you catch your breath.
All right, appreciate it.
Tom.
Yeah, some SEC.
He's hearing from all of his SEC boys, Greg Dykeman, Michael Papierski, and then Brett Rooker tweeting, it's terrifying to be standing on first base when Chandler's hitting.
Yeah, Rooker would know, and Papierski would know as well for LSU last week. He went yard from both sides of the plate, the first time that had ever been done in a College World Series game. So here he goes again. And by the way, he's not just a one-sport star. Chandler Taylor threw for more than 5,000 yards as a high school quarterback and 40 touchdowns. Am I right, Fred? Were you originally on a football scholarship at USC?
Yes, I went there to play football for John McKay. I played with Lynn Swan and Sam Cunningham in that group. But yeah, that's all the big schools wanted me to play football, and then baseball is a secondary sport.
That's amazing. And I guess, you know, when you show up to play football at a place like USC, those are the kind of guys you're going to be playing with.
Well, that's right. And plus, you know, these guys right here, these guys are bigger than the guys that were at SC. These guys, I'm telling you, these
It's a
guys
different brand
look
athlete,
like,
isn't it?
Yeah, they look like tight ends. Everybody's a tight end. And they're in phenomenal shape. And this kid, man, he's 470 feet, folks, is a long, long way.
Now, let me ask you about a young outfielder in Boston right now, because a couple years ago we had the privilege right here in Omaha to cover Andrew Benintendi, and I actually respectfully made a comp from him to you, just the size, the athleticism, lefty. Have you got a chance to get to know him and watch him play?
I saw him the first time I came into town. Our swings are, you know, he's stocky. Because he's got bigger pipes than I do. Of course, that's not saying much. But my swing is kind of a longer swing, and Andrews is a little shorter, more compact. He lets the ball get into him more than I did. Remember, I said I pulled the ball, which means I got the head of the bat out in front of the plate. He lets it get in here, so he can hit a ball down the third baseline just as easily as hit one down the first baseline, which I love a lot because it's hard to defense. But he's got good power. Good instincts in the outfield. So they already have 2 other center fielders. So you got actually 3 center fielders out there playing in the outfield, and he's fit right in.
You think you can outrun him?
I could then when I was a kid.
Okay.
Chandler Taylor's out hitting everybody. Another shot a moment ago that almost left the ballpark. Pat Burrell, Fred Lynn going into the Omaha College Baseball Hall of Fame. Fred is with us right now. We got a bigger ballpark. They pulled the bats back a couple of years ago. They improved the ball, and it might have a little bit more juice this year. As you tangentially kind of follow the game of college baseball in the College World Series, do you think it's a better brand now than when we had Gorilla Ball in 21-14 going on?
You know what? I'm not a real big fan of just watching guys hit home runs. I mean, I came from a school where we played little ball if we needed to. We did all the things fundamentally that you needed to do to score 1 run.
Yeah.
So I like a complete game. I think that's the way the game should be played. I like the state of the game right now from what I've seen. The players that are coming to the big leagues, boy, are they prepared. It seems like they don't have to be in the minor leagues very, very long, and they do a great job when they get there.
And guys, Chandler Taylor better get hot. Again, he just has to get to the finals. He doesn't have to catch Holsizer, but Pompey and Infante are both capable of putting up a middle teens type of round, so he better get to 30 to feel comfortable.
That one almost broke the plexiglass, 363 feet, and they said it was fair just inside the pole. He still has almost a minute to go, and this one fades right over the fence.
So 1 iron over
Fred
the
Lynn's
center field
shaking
wall.
his head. If you're going to press Fred Lynn, you're doing something right.
Well, he's found a groove now. It wasn't looking so good there for a minute. That one's out of the facility maybe again.
You know what he can do? He has the launch angle where he can hit moonshots.
Yes.
But he just hit a line drive to dead center.
Well, he's got the exit below to hit the low one to get out, and he's got the swing path to launch it. That one's off the scoreboard again.
He might break it
again. We got another scoreboard.
Again.
Yes.
He put another hole in the scoreboard.
Yes.
They're going to bill him after the contest.
His new coach at Alabama, Brad Bohanna, might be cutting a check to cover for his expenses here in Omaha.
It was 23 just a minute ago, and now he's sitting at 32. 33. What a run from Chandler Taylor.
An opportunity for a couple more. The Quicken Loans money ball.
That was impressive. He put his foot on the gas right there.
He heard you.
The ball he hit down the line at 335 down there, that about 10 feet high.
Yes. Yeah, I'd like to see the apex of that one.
Twernt none.
Well, might knock a seat over.
Yikes.
Yeah, tip of the cap. Chandler Taylor does it again. 17 in the first round, 16 in the second. That video board is 54 feet wide and 34.5 feet tall. And it is, what, about 50 feet behind the beyond the outfield fence?
At least.
And twice he's hit into it. And that one is pinged out towards right center. It will get out of here. Taylor needs 17 to tie Holsizer. If we have a tie, we'll have a 2-minute sudden death round, essentially. And this one's hooking. It is foul. So what we saw from Chandler Taylor in the second round, especially late in that second round, he found his rhythm at about the 2-minute mark and just went on a barrage. He told Chris Budden, though, that body's a little bit tired. Remember, the guys last year were losing their legs at this point. This one on a line, and it will leave just over the top of the fence. It's gone after it bounced off the railing. Now this one's way gone.
Wow. Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Is that over the scoreboard? To the left, just short of it. There he goes, Tommy.
Here's the run. Here's the rhythm.
Central.
Chandler Taylor's walk-up music is "Can I Get an Outlaw" by Luke Combs. One of the lines, we don't need another pretty boy singing pretty songs. Country boys doing country all raw. That describes this guy. He is raw country and raw power.
Yes.
Chandler pings one out again.
He asked his coach, Ryan Smith, to get the baseball down just a touch, and ever since he did, it has been a laser show.
That one is foul.
Central.
And now to center field. It is off the fence.
Timeout.
Timeout used with 1:46 to go. He's down a touchdown, which is right in his wheelhouse for the former high school quarterback that threw for more than 5,300 yards. First Alabama player to compete in the college home run derby, and he is representing well. He is rolling, and he's getting the fans out of their seats.
He likes the stage, doesn't he?
He loves it. Second college pitch he saw, he hit it out to right at their beautiful ballpark in Tuscaloosa. Drafted by the Twins this year, trying to decide if he's going to return to school or go the pro route. Twins have a habit of identifying great college sluggers. They haven't signed them all, but they've drafted a ton of them. Ping again.
Getting interesting.
Minute 20 to go. Down 5. Nico Holsizer from Morehead State can only watch.
That's a big miss there. A high slicer. There he goes.
Back on top of it, over the bullpen and into the seats. Down by 4. Did he get enough of this one to center field? It won't leave the park, and it hangs up for a while. That one's got to hurry. No.
Yes.
45 seconds to go. Nico can barely watch. The pitcher has to wait for the previous ball to land, which in this time format costs precious moments for Chandler Taylor. Does he have 3 and 30 seconds?
There you go.
There's one of them.
Gonna come down to the money ball.
Oh, it stayed in. This one won't. That is light tower power.
Got to hurry.
And that one's foul.
No.
He's missed a couple. He needs to at least get one to have a chance at the money ball. That one will leave. If he can get one more swing, the money ball, he can win it. Chandler Taylor to right center. Way gone. He's within 1, and he's got the Quicken Loans money ball to win it. This entire night comes down to one swing.
How about it?
The Quicken Loans money ball will decide your 2017 College Home Run Derby champion. Nico Holsizer watching from the sidelines. Chandler Taylor with one swing to win it. No! And it belongs to Nico.